Welcome to Gorringes. We've got a double view for this particular sale, which means we have a sale on Monday and a fine sale on Tuesday. Starting with the fine sale on Monday, the 25th of June, we have a large selection of silver and jewellery and a collection of blue and white Worcester and Caulfield in this sale. Some pieces showing also in the main cabinets. There's a selection of coins and objects of virtue, including miniatures. Further along, some interesting pieces, including Japanese Kazone enamel vase there. Some teawares. We've also got a modern Lalique piece here. Some quite stylish pieces by various designers showing here. And coming around, there's a good selection of English and continental porcelain and Chinese items showing here. 17th century Bellarmine. There's a number of Royal Worcester pieces and Ladro pieces in this sale also. It's an interesting set here by the Fulham Pottery, very similar to Dalton of the period as well. Tunbridge Ware glove box. Then we've got quite a rare Chaffers Liverpool blue and white plate here. Some nice pieces of continental porcelain, including Dresden pieces by the Helena Wolfson factory. Coming around, Royal Worcester figure lot showing here, probably modelled by James Hadley. Souvenir the Grand Tour, it's a model of the Arc de Triomphe in Paris. Then there's a good selection of Chinese embroidered silk robes and skirts here. Coming around, the usual suspects, Dalton character jugs and Dalton and Royal Worcester figures. Again, nice 19th century Chinese vase there. That'll be popular with Chinese buyers. Classic bit of 1950s kitsch here with the homemaker pattern. And then coming round, we've got a small book section, including books on discovery and voyages, collection of early pottery items, and then interesting group here of a stoneware bust of Nelson. A Lalique vase here also, and then we've got some Royal Copenhagen animals. And then coming through to the main room, we've got a good selection of furniture. One of the nicest pieces being an 18th century Louis XVI walnut armoire showing here. Solid carved panels. Some Chinese rosewood nested tables. And probably one of the pieces that would be most interested in will be this Victorian window seat. Always popular items with buyers. And then we move on up to the fine sale, which is being held on Tuesday the 26th of June. These sales are quarterly, so we have a selection of our better pieces in the sale. And then moving round, we've got basically pieces of furniture worth £700 or more. So we've got Victorian library bookcase here, interesting Italian or Flemish oak cupboard there. And coming into the main room, it's a rather nice aesthetic period cabinet here, which I believe is made by Gillows. And good quality French, 19th century French bullwork cabinet here. Here we are, so called. Nice cabinet on stand. Early 18th century cabinet on the later stand there. And good selection of very decorative satinwood furniture showing here. And then we come through to the main room. And we have There's small items on display behind the cabinets. There's a rather nice Art Deco figure here, showing just here, which is a Shapira's figure, lot 93. There's an early table cabinet here, casket, a Flemish one. And then we've got a good selection of Meissen figures. Majority 19th century, this little collection here 18th century. There's a nice collection of Netski showing in the cabinet there from a large collection of more than 200 Netski. Selection of Chinese jades, and then we've got small pieces of Chinese porcelain dating from the Sung dynasty right through to the Qing dynasty. One of the stars of the show, rather nice 18th century gilt bronze figure of green Tara. And we have a late 18th, early 19th century Chinese jade gu vase. There we are, in archaistic style. And then showing behind the cabinets, there's a collection of Royal Worcester here, painted by the members of the Stinton family. Nice quality there. And then probably the highlight of the Chinese porcelain is this pair of Chinese dragon and phoenix bowls, which date from the Qianlong period in the 18th century, and most importantly they are mark and of the period, so those should be well sought after. And then moving out round into the main part of the room, we have a good selection of Chinese porcelain and some interesting Art Deco figures in. This rather stylish Goebbels figure of a skier, and then this figure, Goldscheider figures, proving to be popular, of dancers dating from the 1930s. Got another good piece of Royal Worcester Stinton here showing, and then there's a good selection of paintings in the sale. We move on through to the gallery through here. So from Old Master to 18th century, and then moving around. Also some interesting and decorative furniture, including this rather nice marble and hard stone topped occasional table. And then in the cabinets we have a selection of jewellery, including the usual suspects, amber beads. And then my colleague Christine will kindly show you where the nice diamonds are. Where are they, Christine? Just showing in here. We've got a rather fine ring at 20 to 30,000, big diamond there, and some other interesting pieces of jewellery in the sale.
And we are on view this Friday, Saturday and Sunday.